Hey, peace. What's happening, everyone? On our deal with.
Like the rushing of a mighty wind. Like the rushing of a mighty wind.
American Dream, I know you're going to say something crazy. What's on your mind, man?
Hey, peace. Peace to y'all. I ain't got nothing crazy to say. I just came up because you invited me up. I thought you had something you wanted to say to me.
Well, how much of that? How much do you?
Yeah, you said Black Americans had the cool kids that came with the little gravy. Wanted to expound.
No, I was really going at I think somebody had mentioned something in the chat about somebody said something about Black people being the coolest, and I was just responding to that. But you know,
that was me. That was me.
But I was trolling. Yeah. I was trolling just a little bit. But interestingly enough, you know, even if you ask just a little bit, if you ask Tariq and them about Black American culture, they'll tell you it's dancing, swag. Like they'll even say swag. You know, and it kind of comes down to, you know, that's what it comes down to. They're the cool kids, and everybody wants to be like them.
We are. We're emulated all over the planet. Unlike you. Yeah, unlike you.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of reiterating that point. In my head, that's what it resonates as, is that, you know, y'all think y'all are the coolest out of everybody.
I don't think anything. I'm emulated all over the planet. Homeboy, matter of fact, my dance style then made it to the Olympics. What do you mean? Do you not hear yourself?
Yeah, but y'all aren't in the Olympics.
That's how we know you whack. That's how we know you whack. We got a word for you.
It's the Japanese that's in the Olympics doing it. Interestingly enough, it's the Japanese that's in the Olympics doing it and winning it. Yeah. I don't even know if there's.
That's because it's old to us now. We done walked away and started something else.
Joel, why do you ask me a question and then talk over? Joel, why do you ask me a question and then talk over me while I'm answering?
My bad, American Dream.
Like you're a little bit strange, Joel. I would rather answer Ankh's question and then speak with Ankh, because he allows me time to speak, and then you know what I mean.
You talk so long, though, American Dream. Can't nobody else get nothing in. Go ahead.
Right. But yeah, Ankh, that's pretty much what I was speaking to, is the fact that when you ask the average Black person what their culture is or what their contribution is, they'll just talk about swag, dancing, hip hop, that type of kind of, you know. In my estimation, just like when it comes to what culture really is, those things aren't really significant parts of what makes up a culture, if you will.
What's Jamaican culture, American Dream?
Say again?
What's Jamaican culture?
What's Jamaican culture?
Yeah, you heard me.
Well, you know, everything in terms of the food we eat, like Jamaican culture isn't any different from anybody else's culture. Is what culture is made up of.
Tell me what it is.
It's like everybody else's culture. It's the food that they eat. You know, we eat different types of food. The language, we speak a different type of language. The way we dress. Just those types of things that make up culture.
They dress like us. You didn't grow up in Jamaica.
I'm just trying to show you that when you ask somebody what their culture is, that's what they're just going to say. That's the natural go-to, right? Food, clothing.
Yeah.
Food, clothing.
Not for Black Americans. For Black Americans, their natural go-to is swag.
You just did the same thing.
No, I don't think, like, I never heard, like, that's some new shit. Swag? No.
Yeah, that's new, yeah.
Have you listened to Tariq? Have you listened to Joel? Ask Joel. He'll tell you they're the cool kids.
Yeah, Tariq doesn't represent.
Ask Joel. I bet you Joel will tell you it's swag.
Correct. They don't represent home.
Yeah. All countries have dressed style. Even Jamaicans.
The first choice we're going to choose is only going to be like food. We talk about culture, it'll be food and music. And then they might go to dress. And then, you know, then they might say, if they mean, when they say swag, they mean language. Yeah, you got African American vernacular, our style of language, our style of speech. So that's just normal. Like, it's like we went through Jamaican patois. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that's a natural go-to.
Yeah. I got money, American Dream dresses like us. I got money. Who want to bet me some money? That American Dream That's why he has an American dream. He dreams to be like me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, if you
sometimes I dream.
If you listen to the way I talk, Joel, my accent, you know what I mean? I speak more like an American than I do like a Jamaican. So, you know, do I also dress more like an American? Because I've been here all of my life pretty much. So yeah, you know, I think your culture, you can't not have a culture. I think my culture is a hybrid culture, if you will. Like, you know what I mean? I have aspects of Jamaican culture, more in terms of the foods I eat at home. I only really eat Jamaican. My wife is Jamaican. All she makes me is that good Jamaican food. But you know, but you're right. The way I dress is not necessarily the way they dress in Jamaica.
American dream. Hold on for a minute. Did you hear what you just said? You said
sure thing.
You said yeah. That wasn't like a white boy.
Nope.
That was like
a black American.
You sound like an African American. Yeah. I'm letting you know, you don't sound like a white boy. Even in your attempt to speak proper and your vernacular, you sound like an African American.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, though, Ankh, I've said about 100 English words, and the only one you pointed out to was yeah, and that's the only Black American thing that you point out of the 1,000 words that I've said.
No, your accent, bro.
If you want to hold on to that.
Nah, the way
your
most people tell me I have a Jamaican accent. When I speak English, they tell me I have a Jamaican accent.
Hey,
you don't.
Go stay. Hold on, I gotta calm you down. I'm gonna let you get them. You gonna be. But wait 1 second. I'm just saying the way you put the word in there was African. Yeah, that was African American style. That was the cool shit. That was cool of you, bro.
Yeah, but like I said, that's just one word out of 1,000 that I've said.
But you just did.
But it is true. I went to school in the Bronx. I went to high school in the Bronx, and you know, I mean, most of my friends were either Jamaican or African Americans. When I went to college, I naturally, you know, I mean, hung out with Black people. The few Jamaicans that were there, the Black Americans that were there, for the most part, that's who I hung out with. So if my language is like that, it is just what it is. And it is that reason, for the same reason, like you have a Baltimore accent because you hung out in Baltimore with people that live there. So it's just a natural thing.
So let me make this point, then I'm gonna let Golden State get at you. I would like to say that the first thing that comes to a person is not an anthropologist or historian on African American culture. They're going to say the basic things. You did the same thing. You claim that the first thing African Americans say is we the cool kids, and then you went right to dress. You said dress, how you clothes, your food. Well, goddamn, yo, that's all we was saying. We was saying it out the way we dress is cool.
What the flag is.
Well, I didn't say it was cool. All I said was, I didn't say it was cool. I said it was just the way I dress. I didn't say it was cool.
The way you dress is your swag, yo. You get it?
Then everybody has swag because everybody has a way that they dress. The Japanese have a way they dress, so they have swag. Yes. So swag doesn't necessarily. When Black Americans say they have swag, I don't think they're just talking about the way they dress. I think they're talking about the way they walk, the way they talk. It's more than swag is more than that.
You see what I'm saying? Within every culture, you got people that got swag, right? But I'm saying, African American culture, where everything is about swag. It's the level of it, because you just said it. You just admitted that that's all y'all say is just right. Because swag is one of the most important things, bro. When I go outside, yo, my sneakers got to be clean a certain way, yo. The way I wear my socks, the way all that, that's just swag. Whereas though you might have a few people who think that way, but just generally speaking, man, African Americans, even if you work for a trash company, yo, the way you wear your trash jumpsuit is swagged out, yo. The way you do it. That's just part of our culture. Not to say that other people don't have swag, but like you say, it's the importance we put on it. See what I'm saying? But go ahead, Golden State. What's on your mind? Welcome to the show.
Hey, salute to you. What's happening? What's going on?
No cussing.
Shout out to the family.
No cussing.
Oh, I'm not about to cuss that dude like that. It ain't that deep. But I would say that it's very funny though, because American Dream has always taken shots at Black Americans, even though he sounds like one, which is just wow, right? Sound like one, dress like one, copy the whole swag, and then go around and talk about and then try to diminish Black Americans as if we are some type of lesser than somehow, which is crazy work, right? I just, that's something that I've noticed about him over the years. He just seemed to have some type of issue with Black Americans, which is just dumb as hell, because genetically there's not a large difference between Jamaicans and Black Americans. But anyways, though, that's not the whole subject. The fact that you are in America, sounding like a Black American, dressing like a Black American, and then talking about how Black Americans, like, y'all that I was in there failing and being foolish and didn't really, just kind of diminishing Black Americans as like we just foolish people. It's crazy work. Why would you want to emulate people who are not doing so well in school? Why would you want to talk like people who aren't doing so well, right? Because that just go ahead.
Let him answer it. I'm letting him defend himself, then we're gonna move on to the clip. Go ahead, American Dream. You got 15 seconds.
Well, the Black American culture is an American culture, and American, like even Thomas Sowell says that Black Americans have a redneck culture, that they copied their culture from white rednecks in the South. And so, even today,
he went the Thomas Sowell route.
Even if I could finish, even today, the way Black Americans really wear white people clothes. They dress like, their best. They wear Versace stuff. They wear it. Can I finish my statement? I'll let you speak without cutting you off, bro. You're gonna speak when I'm done.
I was muted, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about.
But somebody keeps yelling in. But yeah, like even the Black American dress, the clothes that y'all wear is really white people clothes, and y'all claim y'all put a swag to it. So and then even though y'all are wearing white people clothes, you speak English, which is a white people language, and then you also complain about white supremacy. So you can't tell me that I down you and copy your culture, because y'all do the same thing with white folks. Y'all copy their culture and then complain about white supremacy and complain about white folks. So the same reason I do it would be the same. You would have to search within yourself and answer that question as to why do you do it, and then you'll find it's the same reason why everyone else does it, I guess.
Okay, so are you ready? I wanted to ask him how we practice white people culture. I want you to tell me that.
Bro, stop.
Because I just said the way you dress, all you wear is Versace, and white people clothes, a shirt and tie.
I never wore Versace in my life.
Dream, hold on.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're wearing something made by a white person right now.
American Dream, hold on. Joe, you want to answer that, or you sleep? Because I know it's about time for you to go. He might be gone. Shalimbe, is you gone?
No, I'm here.
Do you want to answer that? That's interesting. He liked the video right there.
No, this is why Tyreek and them get a lot of fuel for their arguments, because it's these generational.
I mean, but it's not me.
I'm not done talking.
American Dream, you gotta let him finish.
I'm not done talking.
Yeah, you gotta let him finish.
We're not gonna do that.
Sorry, I didn't hear anybody speaking. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, he talked.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear him.
So this is why they get away with the whole tether conversation, because these people who have benefited from the blood and sweat of African Americans think they have a right to now describe what is and what isn't African American culture. And so when you make these broad statements out of ignorance, it becomes problematic. So most of the goods and stuff we make, like the clothes that he's talking about, is mostly Europeans, not even made in America. Right. So Versace is not an American brand.
Nope.
And so it's not a reverence to American culture. It's American wealth. And you find that across the globe. And so some
white
things,
wealth? What, white wealth?
You can't talk when you're talking, yo. You cannot talk when you talk, American Dream.
You gave your spill. You gave your spill, right? And now I'm going. So when you look at like in Harlem, you have an African American, I forget his name, who was prominent in making clothes for the wealthy. You see what I'm saying? So they do exist. But now we're talking about status. And so in Western society, there's certain things that come with status, and that's what you do. That's just what it is. But it's not even American, though. We're imitating the Italians mostly, and the French, which is an amalgamation of other cultures things, you know, like silk and all like that, rayon and all the type of stuff they use, like alligator shoes and all like that are derived from other people. And so that's just how human beings behave. I think that's a fallacious argument from a tether.
Hold on, let me say this. I'm gonna let Fontaine.
Do I get to respond at all or no?
No, hold on. I got you. We don't want to make. But I want to say this, right? This is the mistake that most people make, and I'm gonna give you an example that we're all aware of. It's called the whole Nile Valley argument. You say, well, tie that together. In the Nile Valley, we know they practice farming. But we know the farming, the seeds came from Western Asia. But just because the seeds came from Western Asia don't mean that the Egyptians did not Egyptianize it or Africanize it, and they put their own flavor to it. So when people make the fatal mistake and say, you're wearing European clothes, wait a minute. I grew up wearing quote unquote Timberlands, American Eagle. But the way I wore the shit was different from anything they was thinking about. The Timberlands, the butter. When they made that product, they had no idea that we wasn't going to strap them all the way up to our daggone knees. They didn't know we was going halfway time. They didn't know we was going to take the Timberlands and don't wear no socks with them. They didn't know that we was going to take boat shoes or deck shoes and never touch a damn boat or a yacht. Wore them in the hood. They had no idea we was going to do that. But we African Americanized it. This, my people, is understanding how culture actually works and not the way you think it works. What's up, Fontaine? What's good?
Hey, what's up? Shout out everybody. Psuedo Killas, what's going on?
Psuedo Killer.
I got one. I'm gonna say something real quick, then I got a question. Like, they love to generalize the perceived negatives about our community and make it seem like that's our whole community. But my question is, does that Nigerian or whatever he is he wearing Nigerian culture clothes right now?
Nope, he wearing the Oxford shit. That's the Oxford.
Oh, okay. So it's just us that's not allowed to wear the clothes that most of the world is wearing.
Yep, that's what he's doing.
Hey, but for the rest, his position is Nigerian ain't got no culture either. Like he don't spread love to Africa. That's what you think.
Nah, not at all. He actually has stated that he thinks the Africans are fairly dumb. That's his own words.
Yeah, they're saying he different. Like, he ain't big downplaying African Americans and big up Africa.
No, this dude is a whole raccoon, like American Dream.
Taking a double home.
His head even look like African American candy, yep.
So watch this. On the screen, we got my man, Asar, mentioned, he said, you wore Dominoes from Old Town Mall. Now see, Old Town Mall is on the east side. I ain't wearing no daggone Dominoes. I wore Timberlands. There you go. So American Dream, go ahead and respond, and I'm gonna go to the next person. I think Sabian been on the mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if what I heard is even worth responding to. One person came on, called me a tether. Another person came on, said I was a raccoon. And those are such low IQ responses. I don't even feel like I should respond to them. So, let's hear what Sabio has to say.
All right, Sabio can't stand you. That's going to be worse. Sabio, go ahead, man. No cussing.
What up? What up, y'all? What up, Pseudo Killer?
What's up?
So, the one thing that we should be familiar with is American Dreams, American Dumbasses, pause, because that's actually the name that I've given him, and that's the name I'm always going to call him.
Is that a
tether, raccoon, dumbass? They're such low IQ responses, bro. This is what I mean by y'all are the cool kids with the low grades.
You gotta let him.
Nobody interrupted you, though, dog.
Sabio got it.
Go ahead, Sabio.
So please sit back. So the one thing from my first introduction to you, however many years ago it was, your stance about the people that you say you have grew up around, you speak like, you have emulated, the culture you have adopted, you still want to try to degrade and downplay them. You are the representation of a FBA clown and a person who thinks we have no culture. We are nothing. Even though you want to act like you are something to the people you have benefited from off of all the gains the African American culture has provided for you. You need to check your whole life, your stance, and don't say anything about our culture again in your life, dog. Go talk to the white people who you love and who you pine for, dog. I'm tired of you.
All right, can I respond? Can I respond, please, Ankh?
Yes, you can. Then I'm gonna let
Thanks,
that.
One love, Sabio, bro. For real.
Thanks,
Shout
Ankh.
out
Let me just respond. It's gonna be real quick, Ankh.
It's got
because he actually made me remember what I wanted to say to the other two.
American Dream, hold on. I want to get that out. Then I want to get back to that video because I too want to hear your responses to this guy.
Absolutely. Again, what I will say is, if you notice,
go ahead.
If you notice, they keep saying that I emulate them and then I talk bad about them. Okay. And again, it's the same way, like all of them, Chalemwe just said what they wear is European clothes, they eat European food, and then they talk bad about white folks. So y'all do the same thing that y'all complain that tethers do. Y'all do exactly the same shit. Y'all emulate white people and then complain about white supremacy. And if you're gonna emulate white people, then you're admitting that white supremacy is real. So y'all need to check yourselves in this silly tether thing that we should come up with a name for y'all. Another, like, it's the tether. Is it y'all tether off of white people and then complain that other people tether off of y'all? Y'all need to really check yourselves.
We don't tether off for white people. You made that up.
We're not even really using.
You said all you do is wear European stuff. That's white people. Hello.
Hey, Unc, I do want to respond to one thing he said.
Go ahead.
That part about black people being the cool kids with low grades. I'm from Atlanta, right? So majority of the schools down here, like Fulton County, are pretty much all black schools. So are you assuming or saying that entire school had low grades? Like, the stuff they say is just literally racist. Like, you're basically saying a school full of kids, all the black ones in there got low grades, but it's a school full of black kids. And some of them go to some of the top colleges in America with some of the highest IQs. So, like, they represent us by the negative parts of our community because he just doesn't like black people. That's all that is. So he speaks on the negative parts, the people that he was offended by in school or that he knew. So he'll say, oh, they were the cool kids with the low grades. What about all the nerd black kids that were in there with the good grades that weren't trying to be cool? Just forget about all of them because there are thousands of them.
If I can respond real quick, when I first came in, I spoke about Thomas Sowell, and Thomas Sowell is an African American. And when I mentioned Thomas Sowell, who's one of the most brilliant black men.
Yeah, he probably can't hear. So she wanted to say something?
He's about to talk about Thomas Sowell. That's subjective. I don't even rock with Thomas Sowell.
No, but Thomas Sowell's not relevant in the black community at all to black Americans. So the fact that you would actually
hold on. Yeah. So I'm saying, I'm seeing some of the outrage of the crowd too. They're like, yo, like, when you come onto a platform that's hosted by the people you insulted, right? Yeah. Then you can't then cry because you're not getting the certain type of respect you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're all par for the course.
Yeah, it's like you come into somebody's house.
Who's crying? So it sounds like I'm crying, Sosa?
No. Yes, it sounds like you're crying.
You I mean,
sounds like y'all are crying. I've been called a raccoon, a tether, a dumbass. Sounds like y'all are crying.
No. Hold on. I mean, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you earn it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you wrote a check and then cashed it. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
I wouldn't have let them do all that if you hadn't did what you did. That's why I ain't saying nothing either way. I let y'all throw shots. So as long as y'all,
it is what it is. I've been called tethering raccoon before. It is what it is.
It started with the cool kids with the low grades. That's what.
It's what exactly. Cool kids with low grades do. They just do ad hominems.
See?
I know, no, we do throw ad hominems to actual raccoons who listen to Time of Soul. That's what we do. I mean,
right.
we talking about Negroes who listen to Time of Soul all day, right? A black man who was multi-time divorced to white women who always crapped on. Hold on. Crapped
So
on
are
black
you saying
people.
that? Hold on,
crap on. And I'm just saying, crap on black people, right? Because he's one of these people. He was one of the first black folks that come out here and do rage bait about his own community, and so he can actually make a lot of money off of white people, right? It's very popular to do that on social media now today, right? So you see all these different channels, like the Cartier family, like the Hodge twins, right? And now you got American Coon, right? Who's of Jamaican descent, decided he's going to get up here and try to generate revenue as well off the black community or black Americans. Very popular to do that. So American Coon, do your thing, bro.
You can't let them. Hey, American Dream. Just for the record, if you hadn't came with the cool kids with the bad grades, I wouldn't even let them do you like that. I wouldn't
that's all good, Ankh. I'm not mad at you at all, buddy. I'm not mad.
I'm just keeping it even. But go ahead.
That's just ignorant, bro.
That's ignorant. All right, let's get the next thing in here. Let's go. Let's see. All right, let's go for the next. Then, man, I want you to chime in. Let me see. Everybody got a chance to chime in on that. That was good. Yo, we're having a good discussion, man. Y'all listen to the community, the skeptics, man. Y'all know it's powered by the Psuedo Killas, man. And we're gonna start being on that channel more often. We really want to do this type of thing on the Psuedo Killas channel. So I need y'all right now. Everybody go like and subscribe, man. We got all the views up. We doing what we supposed to do, man. Let's get this thing right. All right, here we go.
Or you will soon know too. In addition to seeing. So I'm saying any people who ask for these things, which are abstract, freedom, for example, independence, for example, and civil rights, for example, voting rights, for example, you must have a foundation on which these things are going to balance. Because the people there have to uniformly agree with consensus. This is our way of life. The do's and the don'ts involved in our culture. Even if you have to create an artificial culture.
Is that why the civil rights movement is considered dead?
It's dead and useless. They got it, but they could not balance it on any foundation.
Okay, that's a hell of a shot right there. Start off with you, American Dream. What you think about that statement right there? Let me hear you. What say you, American Dream? Unmute that mic, American Dream. What say you?
I got a little distracted and I didn't really hear the last piece he said that you want me to respond to. Can you play it again?
Yeah, I want to go back. This is a good one right here. Let me go back. See what you think about this. See if it's a consistent thing going here. Let's see. All right.
An artificial culture.
Is that why the civil rights movement is considered dead?
It's dead and useless. They got it, but they could not balance it on any foundation. Japanese suffered in this country. 435,000 Japanese were kept in internment camps. Not a single one killed each other.
All right, so what do you think about that statement right there? When he talk about the civil rights and how we ain't had no found balance, what do you think about that?
I'm not really sure what he's talking about. I'm not really, you know what I mean? I would have to hear more of exactly what he means by that the civil rights is dead. I'm not in
advantage of it. He don't think we taking advantage of it because we ain't had no base. We ain't had no culture to take advantage of it. I got that right, so that's what he's basically saying, right? I'm correct in that, in my analysis of that, right?
Well,
yeah, basically he's arguing because we're not a monolith, right? So we don't have one model, one ideology to go by, so it serves us no good. That's why in the same thing he'll be like, when we did get civil rights, we had Martin Luther King wanted one thing, and Malcolm X asked for another thing, because we're not united. We don't have no culture, so we're disjointed. That's what he said.
Yeah, go ahead, American Dream, and then I'm gonna let where you at?
Yeah, I think if you like, even if you go to Jamaica, right? If you go to Jamaica at like a national celebration of Jamaican culture, like what you'll see is, and you'll hear certain types of stories being told, and they're like certain types of Anansi stories, which kind of come from Africa in a way. The way they dress is different from the way contemporary Jamaicans dress. So Jamaicans kind of fall back on that kind of historic culture, which is also tied into African ways of being. And I think that's what he was talking about with the Japanese as well. And I think he was saying that African Americans don't necessarily have that. I think that's what he means to say. And I think that is largely due, I think, to the fact that Jamaica is like all of the people that he's talking about, Jamaicans, Japanese, these are independent countries. And that's why I think those things are valued in those countries where Black America is not a country in and of itself. So I think for him to make the comparisons is a little bit unfair in a way, but I think that's the point he's trying to make, is that there is no kind of culture that they fall back on. And by falling back, I mean going back into history and drawing from those things, from those values that we have that are not necessarily contemporary values.
Okay, freeze. I would like to let Trey jump in here. So I would like to say that by default, you actually disagreed. You just agreed that we had a culture. You know why? Because you said that in Jamaica, you see them basically having more ties to traditional African culture. You said that. The reason you can go up to the average African American and ask them, are they African? And they say no, is because we have developed a unique culture in America and we respect that. Trey, what's on your mind, bro?
Right, I'm just listening in
FBA.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Transition. What's up?
This dude is mad ignorant. Like I don't even think he know who Latimer is, right? The inventor that helped
You talking about Frank Zeno?
Yeah.
All right, go keep on. Go ahead.
I don't even think he knows that Latimer helped, Thomas Edison create the light bulb. Know what I'm saying? He helped him accomplish that. I don't even think he knows.
You messed it up. He improved on the filament.
Right. But every day when we wake up, it's Black culture. White people use it every day. We use it every day. Security system, house security system, ironing boards, the doorknob. All of that is Black culture.
Vaccines.
So it's used across the world.
Wait, did Ankh say vaccines is Black culture? Yo, Ankh, you a funny guy, bro. You a funny guy.
Well, let me be specific.
Do you know
Black
the history
American
of vaccines?
It is, yo. You know that though, right?
I mean,
inoculation.
Yo, is the foundation of vaccines, yo. That comes
that
from
COVID vaccine, definitely Black culture.
Yeah, and then the Black lady was actually African American. Look, she actually was the lead scientist. But I digress. Go ahead, Trey.
I just when you got people up here just talking like that, it shows that they've done no type of African American history, no Black American history at all. They don't know most the Disney inventions are from a Black man. I forgot his name though, but it's a lot of things that people just like. I think those people just think white people invented it when it was really us. Only thing they got to do is do a quick Google search and they'll see nothing but Black history throughout American history. And for him to say we have no history or we lack history, like, it doesn't make sense. So his argument is just garbage.
No history. He ain't even say lack. He say no. He ain't say history. He say no culture. Crazy.
No culture. That don't even. We didn't get afros from them.
Yeah,
we didn't get wearing afro from them. We didn't get wearing Timbs from them. We didn't get our urban style, the way we style, the way we dress from them.
I'm telling you.
And we didn't get it from white people. It was us.
Man, I'm telling you,
they dress like us. The white people dress like us. We see it on a daily basis. They wear our hairstyles. I see white boys with waves in their head.
I don't know. You might be going far. I don't know if I'm gonna go that far with you.
But down south, they doing it.
Yeah, you going far. You got some people that go call it cross dress back and forth. So you want to add something to that, Trey? Trey at FBA. He gonna go far. I ain't going that far with you, Trey.
No. Let him cook. Go ahead.
Can I say something real quick, Uncle?
No, Trey was cooking. Then we'll let you go in. Go ahead, Trey. Finish cooking.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, I'm just saying that it's unrefutable evidence that we have. Our culture might be probably the greatest culture on earth.
Yeah, I think so. My belief.
Like we're incredible people. Like all of the inventions, all of the we literally built America, the greatest country in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So just that being said, whoever talking about we don't got no culture, y'all have not did no studying.
Yeah.
Not even Googled Black American history or just American history. I'm done.
Yeah, they hating at that point. I tell you what, I can agree, and I've always said this. I always felt like African American culture was the greatest culture on earth because in real time, for the first time in the annals of history, watch this, that the world got a chance. I said the world, not part of the world, but the whole world got a chance to sit back and see how one group of people was treated. And I say this, and the reason the whole world, right, had a chance to sit back and see how a group of people was treated is because the foundation of the modern world is based off of and built off of free African American labor. I'm gonna say this again. The modern world, the Industrial Revolution, is based off of the free money that was stolen and given to them because of African American free labor. That's why we don't play with that FBA bullshit when they start talking about that wild ass ethnogenesis. The wild ass Black Indian and the Black traders and explorers and some slaves. That's a bunch of crap. That's why we don't play with that. That's why they never getting that off. Okay?
So, can I add something to what you're saying?
I wanted to ask you a question before you add. So, are you saying, that the jobs that people have today are based off of the labor that our ancestors did during slavery?
I would just say the foundation of the modern world is laid on the backs of free labor. That's how I wanted to put it.
All right. American dream. Take that to the bank and cash that check.
Sorry, what am I taking to the bank?
Now, hold on. Go ahead, Fontaine.
So what I wanted to add on what you were saying about they took the money and things from Black people. They also took our ideas and our creations and took credit for them. So a lot of the things that they credit white people for being white culture was actually created by a Black person. They just took the credit for it. And so now you're assuming that it's white culture when in all actuality, it was a Black person making it. They just never credited it.
That's a fact. Hey, listen, I said the free labor was free labor. Okay. And that's slave labor. You had slaves in the Caribbean. We're not leaving out the Caribbean, brother. We just talked about the goddamn African American right now. Babe, to do that. We can't just talk about African Americans. You know what the hell went on in the Caribbean? Lifespan was a damn year. Plantations. The sugar plantations, we get all that. But right now, we talking about African Americans because this man is talking about African Americans. Everybody's point is on pause. Knock it off. Here we go. Let's finish this off. Here we go.
For the 3 years they were there during the Second World War. Mm-hmm. You understand? Not a single one became a daddy baby or baby daddy while they were in the internment camp because there was a third object they were focused on: their culture. It has self-determination. customs, traditions. Something guided them to survive. Anything they ask for in this country will be balanced on a foundation for their children.
Well, they say Haitian people have resilience.
Oh, resilience is not culture, please. No. Every human being has a resilience in some way or the other.
Resilience to survive, to stay alive.
Correct. That is why you can see the things people ask in this country, the Irish, the Italians, the Jews. It took a while before the Jews got recognized. Exactly. But as soon as they got it, they balanced it on a foundation.
Nigga, we ain't never get ours. It's called reparations. We waiting on ours. Shut up.
Foundation.
And so did Japanese people. I'm sorry.
These things conjure what should be your taboo, do's and don'ts. Everybody has to recognize it. To the point, if you violate it, I'll call you out. If we can afford, we kick you out of the community because we don't want you to destroy it. But they all went different roads. There's Malcolm X asking for something different. Martin Luther King asked
Malcolm X didn't ask for anything. What did he ask for?
Segregation. He was talking to his people.
Oh, to segregate themselves.
Yes. So you can see one group of people who suffered the same experience, yet they don't have a doctrine. And that without a doctrine, which is always balanced on on a foundation of culture, without it, anything you ask for is going to be useless. So African Americans are going to complain until the cows come home as to why they're not getting what they're not getting in America. It's simple. You don't have a foundation.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, yo. I don't know what he mean. We don't got no foundation.
Great. That point you made about reparations is really a very important point because everybody he's propping up against black people got some form of repair. We're the only ones that didn't.
It's a great point, bro.
Can I try to speak to what he means by no foundation?
Yeah, we want you to. We definitely want to hear your part so we can just all start throwing.
Yeah, they're not gonna like what I have to say, but just going back to
we're gonna open the floodgates. This is gonna be our last point too. So everybody gonna get a chance to go. That's why we want you to go first. Go ahead, because I feel like you feel like this man.
Indeed.
Go ahead.
If Thomas Sowell is correct, and Black American culture is white redneck culture.
Freeze that.
Right?
Hold on, freeze that. I would like to say something about that because we talked about this earlier. I want to let you know, I don't like the way that sounds, but who the hell else was we all around? Most slaves wouldn't have been around rich white people like that. Okay.
Right, so that's why he said that's your culture.
That's my point. Hold on. And Sosa said the perfect thing. Wait a minute, bro. We was around ourselves more than we was around poor white people. I'm going to say, get this straight. Big up to Sosa. Sosa said this. He say, we was more around ourselves than anybody else. And then you can go ahead and add the poor white people in if you want. And then you can add in the rich people later on down the line. But I will allow you to say that black people was around white people and get that shit American dream.
And we influenced them too. It wasn't just one way. It ain't no one direction.
Of course.
Right. So let me just
go ahead.
Because a lot of
but let me finish the point that I think he was speaking to. Let me just finish.
Let you go. I'm supposed to go after him. Then I'm gonna let you go Gullin and everybody else. Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut you off, American dream. You got 5-10 seconds. Go.
Yes, so if Thomas Sowell is correct and the culture does come from white redneck culture, which is a European culture, because he said those white rednecks brought that culture from Europe, then I think what Zanu means when he says you don't have foundation, like I said before, Jamaicans celebrate their African the African foundation of their culture. Japanese Americans celebrate the Japanese foundation of their culture. Black Americans, though, do not celebrate the white foundation of their culture. And I think that's what he means when he says that you don't have that foundation because you don't celebrate where your culture comes from.
I want you to listen very, very carefully.
Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are brave. slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised. Brought us from the motherland in bondage and chains. Bury our culture and change our names. They claim we're free, yet we are in pain. As long as there's life, there's a lot to gain. Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised. Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised. When God spoke his words, they said he was deranged. Marley sung his songs, they said the same. Malcolm X and Martin Luther fought relentlessly so we could be better. Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised. Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised. Brought us from the motherland in bondage and chains. Bury our culture and change our names. They claim we're free, yet we are in pain. As long as there's life, there's a lot to gain. Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised. Just because we're black, they say we are slaves. Speak of righteousness, they say we are praised.